to this very first installment of Blasters Compared. Much like American Foam, or Brad as he's known, we're going to be comparing a couple of different blasters. However, we're going to be doing more than just two. For this first episode, we're going to be comparing every single semi-automatic magazine-fed blaster that I own, starting with the Hailfire, then moving down to the Cam, the Desolator, the glorious Stryfe, the Rayven, and finally, the Modulus. Each of them are going to be fed with two 10-round stick mags, one white, one orange, and for this two-gun match, we are going to be using the Fang, or whatever this is called, as the backup. 4 shots plus an extra 4 for a single reload, just like the rifles themselves. I tried to put stocks on all of them just to make this a bit more fair. However, I can't put a stock on the Hailfire, which is unfortunate. Anyways, let's get over to the range footage. To the course real quick. First, I have to run from all the way where I was over to here. Before this hole in the ground here, stop right there, strike the 2 paper targets down range. Then I run over to here, stop at this this block of concrete here, turn, strike the wooden board, run over to here, onto this block of concrete here. Switch to my pistol, strike the target once, put my pistol back into my pocket, then run over to here, underneath the target, get behind the table as cover, strike the wooden board over there, then stand back up, transition over to the 3 paper targets downrange. Sound simple enough? Hopefully it is. Okay, so first blaster that we're going to run the course with, the Nerf Strike. As I said before, 10-round stick mag, have a second one as a reload, have 4 extra darts for the Fang that I have in my pocket here, and my cameraman who is recording all this is going to tell me when. Clear. Next blaster up on the docket is the Desolator. Very similar in terms of overall length to a Retaliator, you know, if you put on it stock. Pretty similar to the Stryfe in many regards. In fact, it actually has a pretty similar barrel length as the Stryfe. Now we'll see exactly how this performs. This is loaded up with just normal, standard AA alkaline batteries. The Stryfe, however, was loaded up with Energizer Max batteries. Tell me when. Oh. Clear. Alright, so, after that course, you know, pretty standard stuff. The Desolator ran actually fairly well. Now this here is the cam. Everybody knows the cam for being one of the most expensive Stryfe reskins on the market, costing originally $80 MSRP wise. This one, of course, I bought secondhand. As we all know, it comes with an SD card, and it comes with the camera unit built in. I'm going to be using the camera unit as a point of reference, which actually might make this run a little bit better. So, empty. Course incomplete. Back here, unfortunately, the cam failed, so it's going to be at the bottom of the tier list here. But here we have the Modulus, very similar to the cam in many respects. Hopefully this actually does better than the cam. Unfortunately, there is wind out here, so we can't exactly control that. Anyways. DNF. Alright, so here we are back at it again. Unfortunately, the Modulus completely failed, even worse than the cam. So here we have the Rayven. This is the older Rayven, as you can very clearly tell by the paint scheme. And this is probably going to perform the worst out of all these, despite this running off of Energizer Max batteries, just like all the others. Except for the Desolator, of course. Tell me when. DNF. I told you. Right, so after that fiasco of a blaster known as the Rayven, we are going to be doing the final blaster here, the Hailfire. I have the highest hopes for this, however, I'm going to be as unbiased as I can. My cameraman here actually suggested that I put the second magazine on the opposite side of the ring. Just to keep this fair, because reloading this thing with a fresh magazine, just from your pocket as opposed or your gear as opposed to from the ring, it takes a lot more time. So tell me when. DNF. About the same as the Modulus.
Whew, so, finally, we're back inside after doing all of the shooting range footage. I'm by myself right now, and I can firmly say that the results surprised me. I did not expect only 2 blasters to make it through the course of fire. Those 2 blasters, of course, being the legendary Stryfe and the Doomlands Desolator. Everything else did not finish. The cam was able to get up to the last 2 paper targets, but ran out of ammo before I could strike the final paper target. The Modulus and the Hailfire both could not strike any of the paper targets at the end. And the Rayven, oh boy, the Rayven. It didn't even strike a single one of the paper targets at the start. Now, to be fair to the Rayven that I had, or rather have, it is a much older Rayven, and I haven't even bothered to modify it yet. However, it was running off of the same Energizer Max batteries that every other blaster is running off of. Well, every blaster except for the Desolator, which is running off of standard Amazon Basics alkaline batteries. The Stryfe here is running off of Energizer Max batteries. The cam is running off of Duracell Optimum batteries. The Hailfire was running off of Duracell Ultra batteries. The Modulus was running off of Energizer Max batteries. The Rayven was running off of Energizer Max batteries. Pretty much everything was running off of Energizer Max batteries. But only these 2 blasters got to the end and finished the course. Now, the thing that surprised me the most is that even though that the Stryfe and the Desolator are very, very similar to one another, the Desolator won by a very significant margin. The Stryfe got to the end of the course with 2 rounds left in the secondary magazine. The Desolator here got to the end of the course with 8 rounds left in the secondary magazine. This blaster also finished in a much shorter time frame than the Stryfe did, given the fact that I used up less ammo for this. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making this video and running around doing my 2-gun course after so many months of not being able to go onto it. But anyways, leave a comment down in the comment section below of what you thought of the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. All that normal stuff. If you want to dislike, go ahead. I don't care. Share this video with your friends if you really feel like it. Other than that, thanks for watching. See y'all later.